A melody fades, the last note hanging in the air, then silence. It's not just the absence of sound, but a presence all its own, pregnant with emotion. Silence can make us uneasy, yet it's a powerful ally for any musician seeking to express something deeper. Today, we reflect on the power of silence in music. Miles Davis once said, "I never sounded off on every beat. I leave space for the listener to fill in with their imagination." Here the trumpeter is talking about the space between the notes, and this idea of negative space really applies here. It's not just the absence of sound, but a presence that invites reflection and introspection. Ancient Greek philosophers recognized the importance of pauses and rests in their music, believing that they allowed the listener to fully appreciate the emotional impact of the music. Composers like Arnold Schoenberg, Edgar Varese, and John Cage began to experiment with silence as a compositional tool. A musician doesn't simply include silence because they want a break from making noise. The Japanese composer Toru Takemitsu, for instance, was known for his use of silence and chance procedures in his music. The audience also plays a crucial role in the experience of silence in music. When we listen to music, we bring with us our own experiences and emotions, and these can shape the way we perceive silence. Take, for instance, the famous 433 by John Cage. From the dramatic pauses in Beethoven's symphonies to the improvisational silences in jazz and the immersive soundscapes of ambient music, silence is an essential element of our musical landscape. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful music is the music we don't hear, and that the spaces in between the notes can be just as meaningful as the notes themselves. Each episode is a captivating exploration of how music touches our lives in profound ways. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating these videos for you. Thank you for joining us on this reflective journey. Till next time, may your exploration of music and silence be filled with wonder and discovery. We'd love to have you join us on that journey. This piece consists of 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence. But far from being a simple exercise in minimalism, it's a profound meditation on the nature of silence itself. The audience is invited to listen not just to the music, but to the sounds around them, to the rustling of leaves outside or the hum of traffic. The piece challenges us to reconsider our relationship to sound and silence and to appreciate the beauty of the everyday. In his piece Rain Tree Sketch, he uses a technique called otojibanashi, or sound pictures, to create a sense of immediacy and spontaneity. After all, it's in the silences that we often hear the sounds of our own breathing, the rustle of clothing, or the creak of a chair. But by embracing these sounds, by acknowledging the imperfections of live music, we can create a more intimate and honest connection with the music and with the space around us. The composer provides instructions for the performer, such as imagine a light rain falling on dry leaves, and then allows them to interpret those instructions through their playing. The result is a piece that is both evocative and unique each time it's performed. Embrace the moments of stillness and allow yourself to be enveloped by the music and the space around you. You might be surprised at what you hear. It's a conscious decision to create a particular effect. Take, for example, the German composer Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. How have you used it in your own musical journey? What does it mean to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your stories and experiences are valuable, and they can inspire others to explore the depths of silence in their own lives. In his piece Hymon, he uses silence not just as a compositional element, but as a way of honoring the voices of those who suffered during World War II. The silence in this piece is not merely a break from the noise of war, but a way of giving voice to the voiceless. They realized that silence could be just as expressive as sound, and that it could evoke a wide range of emotions from the sublime to the ridiculous. In traditional Chinese music, silence is an integral part of the composition, used to create a sense of balance and harmony. It's a chance to step back and appreciate the beauty of simplicity. What comes to mind when you think of silence? For me, it's a walk through an empty, echoing hallway. This is actually pretty close to the first example of silence that we were going to look at today. There are moments of complete quietude that feel almost unbearable in their intensity. Think of the opening of his Sixth Symphony, where the initial calm and silence is shattered by an abrupt and violent knock on the door, or the beginning of the Ninth Symphony, which starts with a mysterious chord followed by a long pause before the main theme unfolds. These moments of silence aren't merely rests between musical ideas, they're dramatic pauses that amplify our emotional response. Beethoven understood the impact of silence, using it to build tension, heighten drama, and emphasize the weight of the music that follows. One of the most striking aspects of Beethoven's music is the way he uses silence, or the lack thereof, in his symphonies. Now let's turn to a completely different genre, jazz. They allow the listener to catch their breath, to digest what they've just heard, and to anticipate what's coming next. The trumpeter's call is answered by the pianist's chord, followed by a pause, then the bass joins in, and finally the drummer responds. Each instrument has its own space to breathe, to be heard. The silence isn't just a rest, it's a conversation. In jazz, the silences between notes can be just as important as the notes themselves. Brian Eno's music is often characterized by its atmospheric soundscapes and use of silence. Listen to the track and ending from his album, Apollo. The piece begins with a simple arpeggio, then slowly fades into a wash of sound. As the music fades, so does the light in the room. The result is a sense of spaciousness and tranquility. The silence is no longer uncomfortable, it's enveloping. Let's fast forward to modern times and look at the ambient genre. In the world of ambient music, silence takes on a new meaning. The use of silence in music is not a new concept, but it wasn't until the 20th century that silence really came into its own. So how exactly do musicians go about using silence in their work? Well, it starts with intention. Another approach to using silence is to embrace the unexpected. But it's not just about the intentions of the composer or the performer. Silence in music can be a source of unease. The use of silence in music is a testament to the creativity and ingenuity of musicians across genres and eras. So the next time you find yourself listening to music, whether it's a symphony, a jazz solo, or an ambient composition, take a moment to appreciate the power of silence. As we come to the end of our journey into the world of silence and music, I invite you to reflect on your own experiences with silence. And if you found this topic intriguing and would like to delve deeper into similar themes, I highly recommend checking out our previous episodes on the transformative power of music. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content.